Hello my lovelies, I'm back with another video and this time it's gonna be a very requested one. Probably the most highly requested video I've ever done in my whole kind of like YouTube career. This is the second time I'm doing it and it's my updated handbag collection, which is probably also a reason why you clicked on it, so you already know. But anyway, I have to get straight into it because this is gonna be, I feel like, a huge video and I should get straight into it now. I'm gonna put them just like last time in categories, as in like brands. I'm gonna start from the last handbag in my collection, and you guys have probably already seen this beautiful Camellia Chanel bag. I think I unboxed it specially for you guys and you love this bag probably as much as I do, which makes me so happy because for me this is such a princess bag. I got it less than a month ago and I actually haven't had a chance to wear it yet. Really obsessed with it. It's so beautiful. It's like all metallic inside and has the most stunning dainty Chanel chain. It just opens like simple, you know, like as most of the Chanel bags, and has one pocket at the back. I cannot wait to wear it. Super excited about that. On to the next Chanel bag. This one is from a very similar color palette. As you can see, it is Chanel Boy, and this is the smaller one of the two boys that I have. That kind of sounds like a goal sentence that I want to keep saying in life a bit more. This is like a powder color and it is smooth leather, which made me think that like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a disaster for me. If you guys have been watching my videos, you probably know that I try to buy things that are gonna wear good because I'm not really great with, not like that I'm not good with looking after my things, but I like to be a little bit relaxed with them. They're only material. You shouldn't love things, you should love people and you should use things, not the other way around. So things should be used and I always try to get like rainy leather or things that are gonna get used good. But this has surprised me so much. I wore it a lot, and not only that it doesn't have any scratches whatsoever, unlike my other boy bag, which I'm going to talk about later, but it also hasn't got any color transfer from the jeans and coats and darker things. So very happy with this purchase. To finish off with my boys, this is the bigger one and this is a black classic boy bag in also smooth leather, and for some reason this leather is a little bit softer than the other one, maybe just because also this bag is older than the other one, and it sadly didn't wear as good. I feel like it's quite scratched on the corners, but to be honest it's black, so it's not as obvious as it probably would be if this was lighter colored bag. I wore this so much. Second to the last in my Chanel collection is this canvas. This is like a classic Chanel flap bag, and it is actually probably one of the only non-leather bags I have because I'm not actually a huge fan of the canvas bags. I just feel like they get dirty and that you're paying for something that is not even made of leather, and usually these things are kind of expensive, so I'm always like, but why? Like, why again? I don't understand. And I need to understand. So it's leather inside and it's really beautiful. The pink color is quite a Barbie pink, and I have to admit I don't wear Barbie pink that much, but I'm definitely gonna try and wear this bag as much as I can. I think it's quite fun and cool and could be styled so well, especially with jeans, and even for the coming colder months I think could be quite cool to wear it a little bit more. So, very similar style, however, in leather is this green grainy leather, again a Chanel classic. It's literally pretty much the same flap bag with the logo inside. Oh, I've got some fun stuff in here. Two more from Chanel. Next up I've got blue Chanel Walk, and this one is in the boy walk version. I actually wore this bag so much, especially for traveling, because I love putting my passport and my cards and all the important things like boarding pass and phone when getting on the plane. I love the dainty chain. It's really cute when worn crossbody, and I don't really wear it like a clutch because I think it looks a bit old when worn as clutch. I much prefer wearing it as a crossbody bag. It has silver hardware and is honestly one of the nicest Chanel bags ever, and I do like to kind of throw this in my bigger Chanel bag that I travel with. Talking about those, the last Chanel that I want to show you is this one, and actually this is the second to last in my collection. I remember now. This is my beloved DeWill Chanel bag that was honestly one of the best purchases of this year, because this bag is canvas. It is not as expensive as most Chanel bags. It has the leather handles, but I have worn this bag since I got it in, I think I got it in July, and I've worn it since then more than 30 times for sure. I always travel with it. It's like I only have like 3 bags for traveling, like for the airport time, then I alternate them, and I've always worn it for traveling since then. If it's my laptop, if it's all of my equipment, everything I want, sometimes even other handbags, outfit changes, then I bring it with me when I want to have an outfit change. It could even be a weekend bag, depends how much you need, but it's incredible. And if you're ever thinking of getting a Chanel DeWill tote, I strongly recommend it. I'll leave a link below for some of the alternatives, because this is just so special. I wanted it for a long time, and it was honestly a great purchase. Now let's get on to the Dior. I think I'm gonna start with a diorama bag, which is, I feel like, the best Dior bag that I purchased for myself as a little special gift. I was trying on this one in like a classic light gray color, which would be my kind of like all-time perfect, I think like one of my favorite colors in general. But then I saw this one and the lady was like, oh my god, but light blue is so beautiful, it's so special. And to be honest, I am obsessed with it. It looks like new, right? There was a Dior bag in my previous handbag collection video, and it was a old, medium-sized Lady Dior bag in a shiny black leather. Now, my mom's always loved that bag. She would always say like, oh, I really love that bag. Oh, I kind of want to borrow that bag from you, blah, blah, blah. And then since I haven't worn the bag that much, or as much as I kind of wish I did, I thought like it would be so nice if I gifted it to my mother. So now it's in Serbia with my mom, and she's so happy that she's the proud owner of it. So that bag has got a new home, but I've swapped it for kind of a more updated version of a Lady Dior, and this is a Dior Revolution Lady Dior bag in the soft leather. I mean, it kind of looks a bit broken now, but trust me, it's not. It's actually in a pretty good condition considering how much I wore it. What I love about this bag is that you can travel with it in a suitcase without breaking it, because it's soft, so it doesn't lose the shape, and it has this beautiful strap. I've literally worn this bag since April when I got it up until September extremely regularly, maybe a little bit too much. I think it's fine considering how much I'm wearing it and how many uses I'm getting out of this bag. Wow, in my next bag I literally have supplies for 2018. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here, and this is kind of my Gossip Girl bag. For some reason it just reminds me so much of Gossip Girl. It is honestly one of the easiest bags to wear, and I was so worried about how I'm gonna wear it because it's kind of large, but then it's the shape of the bag that I would imagine to be better looking when smaller. And it fits everything, including a laptop. I mean, the laptop's still poking when you put it in, but it fits. Like, it fits. You can put it on your shoulder. And I got this bag in the first half of the year, in fact in the first third of the year, when I remember I already had it when I was going to Serbia in April, and I've worn it so much then. I worn it every single day. It fits so much, and it was just like such a beautiful bag to wear. Since I started with Lady Dior's, I just thought it wouldn't be fair not to finish with them. This is the tiniest one in my collection, and it's like, I think there might be even one smaller, but it's a small, smooth leather, light pink Lady Dior bag that I got at Heathrow Airport on one occasion. I love this color. I honestly like this color. You'll see in my collection it's probably the most dominant color. Light pink and kind of powdery pink. It has the flap and the shoulder strap in here, and to be honest, it fits a surprising amount of stuff. I won this on red carpet as well during the Venice Film Festival, and it was such a cute bag to carry around, or even to wear as a crossbody or shoulder bag. Last Dior bag, but definitely not the least, would be something completely different, and it is this Dior baby. I've got a little foundation mark here because I remember clearly that I hit my head on it last time I wore it. I need to clean that. It is smooth leather burgundy Dior bag from Maria Grazia. Well, it's not the only one from Maria Grazia. There were a few other ones that you could have seen. It has this magnetic closure. Can you see? And it is honestly a beautiful bag that I wasn't even sure if I'm gonna wear as much as I'm wearing it. And if you follow my Instagram, which is @Tamara, you can probably see that I wear this one a lot. With summer dresses, with jeans, overcoats, crossbody, shoulder, and you can even wear it as a clutch like this. Fits such a nice amount of stuff, and it has a very, very thick shoulder strap, which means that even if you fill it up with a lot of heavy stuff, it doesn't get heavy because it's so perfect. This strap also can be changed, and you can use one of the other Dior straps. I really, really love it. Let's continue in the same manner with Gucci. I think the first of my, well, Alessandro Michele Gucci bags was the Dionysus. Probably most of people's first was Dionysus. And this bag has seen a lot of different things. I bought it, I think, in February last year, and I've worn it quite a bit, which you can see on the suede at the back. To be honest, this doesn't really bother me because you can't see it that much in everyday life. The front is extremely durable, and I really love it. I love how much the bag fits, and I love the compartments in here, which also have some stuff inside. I really, really love it. I definitely never got bored of it or never regretted it. I even worn it this week. In my last or old handbag collection video, you probably saw some old bags as well, but I think since then I got rid of them. Instead, I've got some newbies. I've got this velvet, beautiful velvet marmon bag, and I feel like this doesn't get as many wears as I wish it would, but that's just not because I don't love it, probably because there's just a lot of bags to go through, and I kind of fall in and out of love with them as we go. Bag that I wore a lot from Gucci is the Marmon Walk. So it's kind of like this looks like a harmonica, don't you think? Maybe a little bit. This is like a crossbody bag that you can also wear as a clutch that fits, honestly, like I fill it up so much that when it closes it looks like a fat harmonica, so something like this, like, no, not like that, like this. It's grainy red leather, which means it's wearing pretty good, with golden hardware, goes with a lot of different things, perfect for traveling, can fit like all of your money, passport, phone, external battery charger even, like, which I think is pretty good for a little lady like this. Last Gucci that I have to show you is probably also the last one in my collection, and it is this floral, beautiful, kind of like a padlock bag. I really, really love the floral print of these Gucci bags, and I wore this one a lot throughout the beginning of the spring. I think it's just very cute in these beautiful pink colors. I love the tones, and I love this like kind of like pink maroony color that is got coming through, as well as the logo that's coming through the floral print. It's got a little key, and it's just super cute bag, especially for my favorite like kind of like flat lace. If you follow my Instagram, then you've probably seen that I love those pictures where I'm like sitting at the table with my handbag. It's kind of like, I'm not like claiming it's my signature picture, but it's the type of picture I love to take, and this bag would just be such a perfect table decoration. Who agrees? Comment below, please. One of my absolute favorite bag designer brands is Chloe, and I think that's not a secret in any way, and I've just counted. I've got altogether 8 Chloe bags. 8. So I think we should go straight into it. The oldest one from my collection of Chloe's is this little Drew, and this one is in kind of like a, I feel like camel or caramel color, call it whatever you want. I think like either one would be fine. It is with gold and hardware, grainy leather, and it's the bigger one. It's like a middle size. There's also a bigger one and there's also a smaller one. I've worn this bag so much because actually whenever I pack it, it goes so well with everything. I don't really see this bag as much as I used to around, but I'm just refusing to get rid of it because I wore this bag so much, and when I pack it in a suitcase, it definitely gets worn because it's just one of those bags that styles so easily and fits a lot because of the soft leather. Then I'm gonna have to go through this one quickly. I've got 2 of the Hudson bags, and actually this one is in suede, and the next one is the smooth leather burgundy one. Now these two might look pretty similar, but actually when they compare it, this one fits more because I think it's softer comparing to this hard leather one. So again, even though like sometimes like these softer built ones, they don't look pretty when they're empty, as you wear them and as you fill them up, they are kind of easier and better to wear. I think these are my perfect Coachella bags. I always bring them to Coachella. They're just like, I don't really have many festival bags, and it's not like I'm gonna wear a Dior, Lady Dior bag to Coachella. So these are my perfect Coachella bags. Another one that could probably join the Coachella bandwagon is one of my latest Chloe bags, and it's this little Faye backpack. How pretty is this beige color? It's almost like a peachy beige color with a suede top here and smooth leather. You can wear it crossbody, you can wear it as a backpack, has so many like possible ways of crisscrossing like thingy bob. And then you can wear it like this, which I think is super duper cute. Just such a cute little also Coachella bag. And then talking about Faye's, I've also got a very standard one, which is like the ultimate Instagram bag that I'm sure you've seen all over. And mine is like a light grey bag. I've worn this one a lot, especially during the autumn-winter. Have I got something in here? I don't know. Especially during like autumn-winter period when I can wear it with like big coats. And I just really like this bag a lot. I completely went crazy with the whole Chloe Nile trend, and I started buying them at the very beginning of the year as soon as they came out. Altogether I've got 3 now. The first one I got was this burgundy one that is actually the biggest of all that I've got. It could also use a bit of cleaning with a wet wipe because I've worn it a lot recently. These also come with a shoulder strap, which you can see is neatly packed inside, and I love the gold hardware. I think that's all it comes in as. And I just really love this bag. Straight after her, I was desperate for a half moon, which was sold out in Europe for the longest time ever, but I managed to get my hands on this little white one. So in love, and it even has my initial T here at the bottom. You can kind of personalize them however you want. Again, can be worn as a crossbody, but with the lighter one you should be careful that if the golden thing hits the white, it can actually discolor it a bit. I've been quite careful so far, so I managed to keep it very good. Inside this is what it looks like, and I had to get it a little sister in, again, a powdery beige color, my favorite. Is this closed? Yeah, there we go. I was like, it looks a bit weird. They both have a little pocket at the back, which is very useful for hotel key cards or just credit cards. And this is my favorite powder and white Chloe Niles. Next brand I want to talk to you about is Fendi, and it's one of my favorite Italian brands ever. The first Fendi bag that I got for myself looks very tangled, but I promise normally it's not. It is this Fendi Can I bag in like a light, very light grey, almost white color with burgundy, silver and golden hardware. I really love this bag so much, and especially ever since I got it a separate shoulder strap that I love wearing with it. I think the shoulder strap really complements it, and since I've worked with the brand for a long time, I've realized how much the straps can completely make a bag different. I actually plan on investing in, well, more Fendi bags for sure, but definitely a few more straps, like short and long ones, because I think they just completely can change the look of the bags. This one I love and I wear a lot, and it fits so much. I think I've worn it quite recently, so it's packed with some goodies. If you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen that I worked with Fendi on a little project this year, and this was just around the launch of their triplet bag. Now, this is a pretty magical bag if you ask me, because in Harrods they had a pop-up where you can customize it and make your own bag. This is a new logo for Fendi, the one which is like F in a circle, and I created my triplet like this. I've got a light pink python at the back, then a mint green in the middle, and the dark green out front with a golden logo handle, and this is normally how you would get the bag. However, I decided to get a short like shoulder strap, but it's not a shoulder strap. This is like a hand strap, just to carry it like this, because I think it's quite cute and I can wear the strap later on, maybe even with this bag. What do you guys think? Since I have just publicly declared my love for the Italians, I thought I will continue in the same manner and talk to you about Bulgari. Bulgari is a bag brand that makes serpenti bags, which are clearly very loved by me. So I've got the two larger serpenti bag, a python one which is very special. Also my mom already has an eye on this one. She kind of subtly mentioned that she would not mind wearing this bag like every day of her life. It is a python, a black python that looks a little bit shiny, and the snake's head is with kind of like golden glitter. I love these bags, they're so special, have the two compartments inside, and this is just like such a special bag for more important events, kind of. This one I wore it a lot. It is a mustard color and I just find it so easy to wear and style, and actually considering that it's a smooth leather bag, has no scratches. I've really wanted a large serpenti bag for a long time. So this was my third Bulgari bag right after the two small ones that I've got, a silver and a navy, but both have a bit of a metallic finish. If you can see, these are my night out bags. I mean, can you tell? I wear these to weddings, to polo games, to anywhere where you would hold a glass of champagne basically, and I really like them. I think they're just fabulous little additions to my wardrobe. A brand that I especially started investing more and more lately is Louis Vuitton, and I think if I had to tell you which one is my favorite of all, it would have to be this twist, and it's the larger of two kind of sizes of twist. And this is my favorite because it's pink. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. I love pink bags, and this bag is just so special, especially with its beautiful grey suede lining inside. I don't know what else to tell you, but I love it. Then a bag that I wanted since forever is my Petit Mal, and it is a bag I've worn a lot. Louis Vuitton is also a brand that I work with, that I love, and that I'm so proud to actually be working on something very special at the moment. And when I was getting this, they've told me that I am really lucky because the bag just became a little bit better so that it can fit your iPhone 7 Plus or 8 Plus if you have the 8 Plus. So very happy because I know it doesn't sound like much, but it fits quite a nice amount of stuff. What have I got in here? I've got a theater ticket. So yeah, there we go. And a candy wrap. Great. So classy. Anyway, I just love this bag. I love wearing it for every day or for evenings or even in theater as a clutch bag, as you could have previously seen. Same print but very different type of bag would be my little Palm Springs backpack. I actually wear this a lot as a crossbody rather than a backpack, unless it's Coachella, but Coachella's only once a year, so that's self-explanatory as well. I love this bag. I never wanted it. It was never on my wish list. I was in Valencia and I wanted to check out Louis Vuitton, so I walked in, I tried the bags on, and then I was like, but it's exceptionally nice and it's very cool and I love wearing it for traveling. I don't really know what else to say about it. It has one inside pocket, and to be honest, it's great when you can put your passport and iPhone and things like that to kind of sit here when you're traveling. So very cool, and very cool with the black leather here. From the older kind of like Louis Vuitton bags, I have to show you my first ever designer bag that I purchased myself with my own money, which is the reason why I will never ever get rid of you. Baby girl, never. This is basically where it all started. It's very long ago. This bag cost at the time 500 euros, I think. Yeah, 500 euros, and I remember it felt like it was so much money that I had to separate from. I was in Louis Vuitton store for like an hour and a half thinking like, oh my god, do I give all of this money? Do I not give all of this money? But I did, and I've worn it every single day of my life then, which is why it's, I don't even want to show you how dirty it is inside. But to be honest, I will never get rid of it. Like I said before, I love it so much. It fits a lot. It's my beach bag now. And yeah, a bag that I don't really wear much anymore, but a bag that I wanted more than anything else is the Alma GM. It's even a little bit dusty actually. And this one is in color Amaran. This is from back in the Marc Jacobs times. I don't know, like this is a classic bag that I don't want to get rid of because it has a very important emotional value to me since I wanted it so much, and I remember at the time it was one of the most expensive Louis Vuitton bags, so when I finally got it, it felt like nothing ever felt as amazing as this. So I love it, and it plays a very important role in my collection. I think in my last bag collection video I had a lot of Valentino bags. That has changed a lot. I mean, I still actually have them, but I think I've given them to my sister because all the things that I'm selling via my Depop account, we are doing a big charity event where 100% of the proceeds are going to charity for children in need, and especially now that we're coming to Christmas, that is a very big important deal to me. We're trying to collect as much money as we can to donate to children on the Christmas day, especially children who don't have parents and who will then get presents for Christmas. Family is everything to me, and thinking about children with no parents on Christmas would literally make me cry. And I don't want to like sound like, oh, I do charity, blah blah blah, but I'm just saying I still have those bags, but because I haven't worn them in a very long time, I decided to sell them. So there's only 2 bags that I have left from Valentino, and I might buy a new one. I might buy a spike at some point, but until then I've got this like rock stud tote that looks really bad when it's empty because it looks like it's just like really soft leather. It looks better when it's filled. This bag I use for traveling. I fill it up with a lot of different things, and it's quite useful, and it looks really nice with like white jeans, white sweater and stuff like that. It can close up as well. It doesn't help now that it's empty. It doesn't really look that presentable, but it's just the leather is very smooth, very nice, and I enjoy this bag quite a lot. To continue with my Valentino saga, I've got one more like I mentioned, and this is a very classic beige bag that I also feel like I haven't worn that much. In fact, it's so new that it still even has this little tag thingy inside. It's kind of a nice color. I feel like this color is like, again, like powder beige. Like I mentioned, I love these colors that much. It has a shoulder strap, it's very easy, and yeah, it's just sitting pretty on my shelf at the moment. Next bag brand that I want to speak about is, ta-da, one of my favorites, Dolce & Gabbana. I started collecting Dolce bags like a little bit more than a year ago. The first one I ever got was this little Sicily bag, and it's I think it's the only Dolce & Gabbana bag in my last bag collection video. That has changed significantly since then. I also got a bigger Sicily bag. This is from Dolce & Gabbana Family Collection. Guys, how much I love this bag. It is just like so fabulous. Look at this. I even filmed a dedicated video for this bag because it's just so special. Dolce & Gabbana bags are not bags, they're art. Like, they are lighting objects, they are music, there's so much to them that I can't even tell you. Then after that I got this little box family one, which is probably my most worn of all of them. I know you might be surprised, but how fabulous is this with Domenico and Stefano? I love this bag so much. It's just so amazing. It's kind of like a hard box bag, and it really makes a lot of my outfits, as well as the last, again, Sicily bag in this beautiful, very unique blue color. When I got this on my Theresa, you guys told me I have to keep it because I wasn't sure, since I already have 2 other Sicily bags. Worn it a lot, especially during the summer. Absolutely love it. I've also got some Saint Laurent novelties in my wardrobe that I want to show you, and specifically we are talking about this baby that is also, you know, I told you I've got like 3 travel bags that I circulate, so this is one of them. I love it so much. It is smooth leather, huge Lulu bag. I got this one upon recommendation of my friend Cara Dar, who has black one, and she said, Tamara, you have to get this bag because it fits a laptop. And I'm a girl that carries laptop everywhere because sometimes I am editing a video or replying to an email or doing stuff on my computer, and I often carry it in my hand. So this bag is really great, and I use it a lot for traveling. I asked you guys on my Insta stories if I should get it in grey or pink, and most of you advised me to get in pink. I've got some paperwork in here. but I really love this one. One of the first ones that I got was this sac de jour in like sort of medium-ish size. It is olive green, and I feel like I also don't wear this one as much as I should. It's just a really great bag, but what bothers me about this middle size is that you cannot close it, so sometimes it can be a bit easy to get into. However, I'm usually very careful with my bags. I actually really like the bigger size ones, and at one point was super eyeing one in light pink color, which is stunning. But then I've already got another Saint Laurent bag in light pink, which is this wallet on a chain in chevron print as well. It's kind of like very mini version of this one. Now I want to talk to you about the bags that were big trends in 2017 and still are. And the next up is Loewe puzzle bag. This one is in the blue color, and I love wearing it with this top handle. Wore it quite a few times during the summer. You open, this is like how it opens, and it's such a fashion bag. It's honestly like the ultimate fashion bag, but also very well made. Besides that, I felt like I have to mention another huge trend of 2017 in terms of bags, and it is the J.W. Anderson Pierce bag. I know this one is not everyone's favorite. A lot of people say it looks like a pierced like a piercing, or like a pierced nose, or like a pig's face. However, I really love this bag. It's so beautiful inside. Even when you fill it up, it looks quite empty because it has that also loose shape that I like. I love this bag. It's just so fabulous, and if you head out to my Instagram you can see how I styled it. Next, I'm gonna talk to you about a bag from a brand that I love extremely much, and that is Balenciaga. This is one of the oldest handbags in my collection. I think it dates, it's like 2011 or something like that, and it is the giant part-time bag. I love this one. This used to be such a huge trend, and this one is in color papyrus. I don't want to get rid of it. It has a little mirror, as all the Balenciaga bags did back then, and I'm not gonna get rid of it. I love it. I think it's a classic. It can still be worn, and for me, like, Balenciaga bags are just really amazing, just like the whole brand itself. What do you guys think about these? To continue, I really want to show you a bag that I love, and I feel like it marked last few months of my fashion life, and it is the Prada Kahia bag. I've got this one in green in February in Milan during the fashion week, and I couldn't even tell you how much I love this bag. I love it so much. I wear it a lot. I think it's such a fashion bag, and I love it that much that I would even possibly get it in pink color. I know this is a bold statement, but because I don't often get bags in the same colors unless I go crazy about them, but I want this bag so much that I think it would be actually a good investment. I then have two Celine bags in currently, and my probably most worn one is this belt bag. It's, I think, the most worn Celine. Well, I'm not sure with the luggage tote. I wore luggage tote a lot. I love wearing this belt bag so much. I wear it a lot, and it's just like such a wonderful color. I think this is in color Dune possibly, and it has a back pocket, and I love it. It fits a lot, as well as very similar to it is this ink color trapeze. It looks like it has something on it. Has also a big pocket, but I feel like the two are very different, even though some might think they're similar. I think this looks quite dated with a big handle, comparing to this one looking very dainty. I love the leather of this one more, and I haven't worn this one in a very long time. Nevertheless, I love the bag, and I can't get rid of it because there's a funny story connected to this one. I don't know if you guys remember, but I bought this one as a present from myself to myself when I broke up with an ex-boyfriend who was a big love of my life at the time. So yeah. Next, let's talk about Versace. I have one Palazzo Empire bag in my collection, and this is the white Versace bag that I cannot even tell you how much I love it. I got it gifted from the brand last Christmas, and it comes with two straps, this one and this one. It is a brand that I love so much because of their whole history. It's one of the first brands that I got familiar with since I was born, and I'm quite lucky that I was born in a family that, even though I was born in a family of scientists, they all appreciate fashion so much. My parents are particularly in love with French and Italian designers, and my mother was wearing a lot of Versace in the 90s, and all of that stuff that she used to wear a lot is now coming back. So I am holding tight to my Medusa on Versace. I have one bag from Givenchy, and it is the Antigona bag. I actually wore it today, so it's full of stuff. And it was quite funny because my sister has the like navy black one, and this morning we both left house at the same time, and she kept reaching into my bag thinking it's hers, and I was like, it was kind of dark to be fair, but I was like, no. She's like, you're confusing me so much that you're wearing the same bag as me. I usually wear it like this rather than on the shoulder, and it fits a lot of stuff for sure. Let's discuss Jimmy Choo now, one of the first brands that I ever worked with in my entire career. And I used to be crazy about Rebel bags first. So if you remember, those were the Rebel bags. I don't think they're as popular anymore. I'm not sure if the brand keeps coming up with the new ones. However, I am now most obsessed with the Locket Petite bags, which look like this, and I have 3 of them at the moment. This is the most worn of all of them. It's like a snow white pony leather Locket Petite with the mirror detailing here, and I love this one, especially in the snow and on the mountains and stuff like that. Then I have this kind of winter collection one, which has this thing that when you put on your shoulder, it looks like it's almost like a scarf. If you put it over a coat, it can be very pretty. This bag is pretty precious because of all the work and all the special detailing on it. And then I have a very plain smooth leather black one, which I've never worn yet, but I plan on doing so. And it has these tassels, so it kind of looks very cool like this. It can be worn a lot for like nights out and stuff like that. The bag opens like this, and then you pull it to the top, if that makes any sense. I really like it, especially the smooth black leather. There's only one more Jimmy Choo bag that I have, and that is a candy, a plastic bag that is lined with leather. I actually want this bag a lot. Jimmy Choo gifted me this one for Christmas like a couple of years back, and this is my kind of go-to. It used to be my go-to kind of like evening event bag because it's small and easy to style. Let's talk about Versace. The diffusion line of Versace came up with a new bag this year because, like mentioned, it was a very special year for them. 2017 marks 20 years of very sad death of Gianni Versace, the founder of the brand. And this was kind of like a little tribute bag. I thought it was very special. It comes in 3 colors, pink, black, and this blue. And I love the belt. It reminds me of the belts that were very popular in the 90s. As you open it, it has 3 compartments, and I think it's very cool. I have 2 other Versace bags, and they are the same except that they're in different sizes. This is like a super micro Versace bag in hot pink color, and I wore it last year for their fashion show, no, last season in February for the fashion show. And this one I won in September 2016, yeah, for their fashion show. So yeah, I really like them, and I think they are quite cute and quirky with the magnetic closure as such and the Versace logo. Currently, I only own one Hermes bag in my collection, but hopefully that is about to change sometime soon. The one that I have, you guys know, and it is the Hermes Constance bag. This bag has been through so much with me, and together we survived the burglary in Saint-Tropez in 2016 when the burglars kindly left her to me and stole Valentino and Gucci. I love this baby. It's the vintage one, and it's my first Hermes bag, which is why it's very special, and I love the color and the finish and the vintage effect of it. A Mulberry bag that many of you are in love with, and I've had so many offers to sell this one, is the Alexa. I think this is like buffalo leather or something in like a light pink with rose gold. Super limited condition, super limited collection Mulberry bag that used to be the biggest trend in the world back in the day. I think I got this bag in 2011 for my birthday, and I've worn it a lot. Like, I've really worn it a lot, but it wears very good because the Alexa has that kind of like old leather style similar to Balenciaga, if you know what I mean. It's very cool, but I haven't sold it yet. I don't know, like, I guess there was a lot of emotional attachment to it. Let's talk about Tod's. Tod's is a brand very famous for their leather craftsmanship, and I was so lucky enough to visit their factories this year, where I could actually see how bags are produced and how they make shoes and gomino and stuff like that. And I think of all the Tod's bags that I have, and I own 5, my absolute favorite is the Sella bag, and it's the bag that looks like this, in case you're wondering. It is very cool, it's very easy to wear, it comes with a shoulder strap, and it's just kind of like an easy bag to put stuff in and to keep rolling. The Wave bag is the first ever Tod's bag that I got, and this one has this kind of like fashionable fringe, a bit of gomino. It also has like a shoulder strap thingy bob, a back pocket, and I received a lot of compliments on this one when I filmed my previous handbag collection video. The latest one in my collection is this little red and furry backpack. It is also a Wave, like from the same collection as the previous bag I've shown you, but it is red and furry, and it can also be worn crossbody, or it can be worn as a backpack because of the little thingy, like attachment hoops. I wouldn't wear this one at Coachella though. Are you surprised? I mean, I feel like fur might be a little bit too much on plus 40 in the desert, but nevertheless, I think it's really cool bag, especially now, like when the winter period comes and it's red and it looks kind of cozy and fuzzy. This little baby here, which is in full python, and it actually opens just like this, and it's very spacious inside with an orange python strap. It is a quite special and one of the rare python bags I own, and it is a similar type to this black. Actually, maybe this is my most worn Tod's bag. I love this one. It is very cool, double T-bar Tod's bag with this pleating here and the beautiful black smooth leather. Also, this one gets me a lot of compliments because I think it's probably very classic and simple black bag. So, I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but I think we reached the end of this updated handbag collection. It was very exciting to show you all of these bags, but now I'm super curious to hear what is your favorite bag from my whole collection. If you watched the video till the end, please leave a comment telling me what is your favorite from my collection. I will try and list every handbag I own in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!